Hi everybody, it's Red Hill Eagle here. This is episode 16 of Hope and Glory, the TEW2020 save from 1992, although we are now in 1996, it's May. I was going to skip ahead straight away up until the next show, but I had a thought actually, and it's something I wanted to look at. I did a local to global, a private save a while ago, and although it was quite a successful save, I got into about 2034 in the end, and I think we got to medium, but we really struggled to get over that line to big. We struggled globally. I mean, in the UK, we were like top notch, probably on par with another company actually, but they were bigger than us internationally. And I think one of the reasons for that was we didn't take advantage of gaining popularity internationally early in the save. So I want to try and correct that in this save. So the best way to do that, we need to gain popularity in other areas. Now I'm thinking the US really. That's kind of like, that would be the natural way to go. English speaking country, either the US or Canada, maybe Australia, Oceania, but I think realistically you'd be looking at the USA. So the best way to do that, and we've got money now, and I've been keeping an eye on a few companies, particularly companies that, well, I haven't been keeping an eye, but I've been looking. I mean, there's been a lot of companies in this save so far who have gone bankrupt, a lot. So I'm going to have a look and see if there's anyone who might be in debt to the tune of something that we can afford, and preferably in the States. I mean, they're not in debt, but only 32 in the bank. I mean, would they consider? I mean, they're tiny. They're the same as us. What's their popularity like? Southwest 18. They're not in debt. Let's have a look. Oh, American Wrestling Federation. 32,000 in debt. They're small. 39 in the Great Lakes. 26 in the Northwest. That has got to be worth looking at. Okay, anyone else? Japan, I'm not really interested at the moment. Canada, probably not either. We'll see. Too much. No. Oh, where are they based? Tri-state. They're tiny, so 34 in the tri-state though. Not bad. I think the first option. I mean, there's a couple of others in debt, but they're in debt by several million, and we are not going to be able to buy them out. So, which one was it? American Wrestling Federation. If we can get them, and their popularity was 39.26, is there any kind of TV deals? So I found Prime Sports West. They're tiny in most regions, very small in a couple. 25 popularity in 2 regions, which that AWF would cover us. We'd get a TV deal with them. They do already have UWF, but we'd only be putting on events to start with. And there was another one. I can't remember which one it was. Which one was it? Sports Channel something, I think. Might have been Sports Channel America. 35 in one region. So AWF. What was AWF? 35 in one region. Right, yes. And that looked like a better TV deal. So I think, guys, we've got to do this. And they're small in most areas. So that's a much better TV deal. Highly pro wrestling, medium risk. They've agreed to discuss. Right. Okay, now options. Takeover. They remain active with the current roster, blah blah blah. Well, we don't want a development territory, we're not going to be able to afford that. Pillage. Probably not. Probably not interested in. Mind you, I mean, people like Bob Holly. I mean, he's got no popularity in the UK, but you can get him there. He's good. What sort of wage? Oh, do you know what? Right, okay. This whole episode's going to be about this. This whole episode's going to be about this takeover. Right, yes, we're going to pillage, I think. I mean, the other one is to just disband. We're only doing this solely, really, to get that popularity. But when you look at things like that, I mean, I won't go too far because I don't want to bloat the roster. Plus, Bob Holly's expenses are going to be quite expensive. But he's definitely one for the future, isn't he? I mean, also, I just think as well that thinking realistically, if our company bought out a company in America, would their fans realistically take an interest in our product? We absorb their popularity, but in real life, would that happen? It would if we had some kind of attachment, i.e., we started putting on their events using their name, and we took a couple of their wrestlers, their titles. I mean, we probably wouldn't do anything with them yet, but we're going to be looking at having a world title eventually, and there's an AWF heavyweight, so kind of America. So, all right. I think we're going to pillage. I've not done this actually. I don't think I've ever done a pillage before. So how does it work? I mean, because it's okay. So what have I got to do? Right click on them. Okay, right click. I've never done a pillage before. Right, so we want Bob Holly. Awesome Kong. As I say, I don't want to steal too many because their expenses from America are going to be a lot. I mean, we can do it for the odd wrestler here and there. I mean, they've got Butch Miller. I mean, one of the Bush is 51 now. Very popular even in the UK. I mean, no, we can't consider him as a wrestler. Stamina 13. Danny Davis 38. He's the booker and the champion. Kind of makes sense to get him then, wouldn't it? I don't know. I don't know what to do now. I mean, Danny Davis. Okay, we'll get Danny Davis in. Dennis Condroy could be an interesting one. 44 now though. Cheap. Maybe not at 44. Don Harris could be interesting. 34. He's not an awful wrestler. I've just got to be careful with how many we get. As I say, paying their expenses and everything. I mean, to be honest, there's not actually that many. Probably not as many as I thought. Tugboat Taylor. No, it's not. Fred Ottman was Tugboat, also known as Typhoon. Randy Rose. I know I'm just looking at names that I recognise. He's good. Emma 21 though. I mean, okay, we might just go with these two. I mean, Don Harris might be an interesting one as well. They got Ron Harris. No, they just got the one. Okay, all right. I think we'll just go with those two. Titles. We'll grab them both. Events. Let's grab them all. Does this cost us more? I've not actually. That might be interesting. We'll grab them all. We're not going to use them all. I mean, there's a couple of names there. Right Act is quite cool. Backstreet Battle isn't a bad name. Okay. TV shows. Yeah, but we'll do it because we're buying the name, and maybe that's another link we can sell there. Sell in inverted commas their DVDs and matches and things. Broadcasters. Okay. All right, let's do it. Pillage. Oh, we've done it. We've brought out the AWF. So our size now in America. Let's go get that TV deal. Which one was it? There was a couple. I might have rushed that thinking about it, but hey, you know what? Doesn't matter. Which one did I say was the better one? It was Sports Channel America. So we'll put on our TV show, or sorry, our events in America, and we'll be gaining pop in all of these regions. That's going to help us out big time when we get to medium. That is really going to help us, progress, a few more years down the line. New deal for events. I think we'll only let's just go for 6 months as well to start with. They don't want to give us late evening. I don't really want late evening either, actually. Graveyard. Prime time. Graveyard would make sense because how many hours are they behind in America? I'm trying to think. No, it wouldn't make sense, would it? Early evening or afternoon would make sense. So like 9 p.m. here, 8 p.m. here. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to sort of kayfabe it, really. Mind you, it doesn't have to go out live, I suppose. Let's go early evening 45. We should get 45. And they're commercial as well. So POW would have to pay. No. I don't want to. We'd still have to pay. Right, it's going to have to be afternoon then. I'm not prepared to pay 22 grand per show. I don't know if we'd make that back. Yeah, afternoon. Okay, let's go for an afternoon deal. So we've got a team. We've only just. I don't think we've even had a show broadcast. Or have we? Yes, we have one show broadcast in the UK, and already now we've got a show in America. I did not expect this to happen. So I'm gonna skip ahead now to the next show, and we'll broadcast. We'll have an event, and I'll do that as the full episode. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Right. So now we just got to check an email here. Jason Cross injured, and got a decision to pay rise request from Flash Barker. Not his first. Oh, hang on, no. It keeps doing this, doesn't he? I might just give him a rise. I might just offer him a new contract and give him a rise. He must keep his morale must keep going up and down or something. Freddie Barker now, isn't he? Normal morale must just keep going up and down for some reason. Anyway, so we've got a couple more guys now, haven't we? Bob Holly, from America, and Danny Davis, and there was one more. I thought it was Don Harris, but it's not, is it? Who was it? Maybe there wasn't any more. I'm sure I got. All right, okay, well, fine. That's what it is, I guess. So the new guys though, Bob Holly and Danny Davis, they're both baby faces. I just want to have a quick look. Actually, let's narrow this down. Let's narrow this down to just wrestlers, or sorry, in-ring role. Then have a look. Probably got slightly more faces than heels. Could make one of them a heel. Danny Davis. He can play both. Bob Holly. He can play both. I might go Danny Davis. Turn him heel. Oh, mind you, he's the AWF champion. Yeah, I could turn him heel. Am I going to use this belt? And if I am I going to surround it in in a storyline or anything? I mean, I'm going to say probably not, because popularity-wise, I can't have a title holder who's basically going to be unimportant for us. It's a shame he's 38, because we could easily get him over, but he's not going to be around for too many years. I mean, I'm going to vacate the belt because I'm not going to use it. I'll probably have a situation later on where I'll do similar to what I did with the British belt. Whoops. So, yeah, that we want to vacate and retire, and the tag team as well. Well, it's vacated anyway. Oh, that's already retired. Okay, so let's just search for active, so we know we've only got those two. Okay, And the inter-county, of course, we haven't crowned an inter-county champion yet. So we'll do that. Let's skip ahead. Let's set our broadcasters. Excellent. Plural broadcasters. Backstage incidents. Marty Jones. Brighton the backstage. Excellent. And this is probably a. Oh, I forgot that he was his prodigy. So yes, I was thinking that was going to be a wrestler's court thing, but it's not. Okay, that's good. So venue, nearly 1,000 people. Where were we having our events? Our last event, our Fairfield Halls. Yeah, so we might as well stick with that for the moment, because it can hold nearly 2,000. So select venue. Right. So what I want to do, I want a world title match. Sorry, a British title match between our champion Chick Cullen and I did sign a few more people. Yeah, I must have signed a few more off camera. I think I signed a few jobbers actually. And looking at the popularity, well, maybe not quite a jobber, but yeah, I did. I signed a few jobbers because I thought we're just going to need to bolster the roster a little bit. Let's go with Chick Cullen and Dave Finlay. I know we've probably had that and probably had it relatively recently. March, April, May, yeah, 2 months ago. Maybe that was a bit too close. Doesn't have to be a heel, but I do like to split them. Let's go Johnny Angel. No, because he's one of the jobbers we brought in. Mind you, he's not totally. Yeah, okay. Do you know what? Let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. Let's go 15-minute match, and we'll have this as steal the show, I think. Yeah. So Chick Cullen will retain. I don't want to do a tournament for the inter-county. I want to do a battle royal. I know we'll be using a lot of people and it'll be expensive from a wages point of view, but we can afford it and it'll just be a bit different. Something different. So let's go find that. I'm going to go any type because I know they're going to be relatively near the bottom. Battle royal 10-man. Exclude already booked, so it should only exclude Chick Cullen and was it Johnny Angel? Right, and I'm thinking I don't want any of the major stars if I can help it. Because this is our secondary title. So what I said exclude. There we go. Right, so yeah, so we'll go with Dave Duran 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll do us. And I think so. Let's put the belt on the line. How long do battle royals last? What's the minimum and maximum? Minimum 10 minutes. Let's go 25 minutes. As for the inter-county title, I have no idea who I want to win it. So let's just have a look. Probably a heel, actually. Off the top of my head, we brought Steve Morocco back in. Off the top of my head, who was a heel? Dave Adams, maybe. I know it's not over important, but let's go Dave Adams. He can win it. Open match script. I'm not going to bother with runner up and stuff. Decisive win. Richie Brooks is unhappy. Maybe I should just give it to Richie Brooks. Or just try and keep him strong. Yeah. Okay, so Battle Royal 10-man. Actually, let's just put in there IC title. The Inter-County Championship. Right, we've also, of course, changed because we've now got an hour and a half, we need to hit 72 minutes wrestling time. So 47 there. So we've got Yeah, a couple more matches. I mean, this is going to be an expensive one because we've obviously used a few people for that battle royal. Brought in Robbie Brookside as well. I know he's a lightweight, but he's good. He's very good. So I mean, we can definitely use him. Let's have him in a match actually against someone like Ian McGregor. That will probably get us a decent rating. We need a storytelling match. Let's go 16 minutes. I'm going to give it to Ian McGregor. Go for storytelling. Maybe by count out as well. Yeah, we'll do that. So we've got room for one more match, quite short. That's 6 minutes or something. Dave Bond might be one for him. We're gonna have a short one. Yeah. Dave Bond, and actually, why not try and bring someone up? Keith Myatt. Yeah, that might be an interesting one. Let's have we can get Keith Myatt a victory. Yeah, okay, we've gone 2 minutes over, but you know what? So what? Okay, so we'll do it like that. So we'll have Freddie Barker open the show as per usual. Freddie Barker opens the show, announces Battle Royal for IC title. Go 4 minutes. Then we'll have, yeah, I should really have a couple of interviews. Dave Adams. Let's go Dave Duran then, because I've remembered that name. Richie Brooks and Tom Tyran. Was there any other names that I can remember that are in that battle royal? No, it doesn't matter. I think Eddie Riley was there, but I won't just think. Pretty sure he was. Let's do it. Okay, and we're just gonna have we're just gonna call this pre-battle royal promos. Give us 6 minutes because there's a few there, and then we'll have who did we have win it? Oh, I'm terrible, aren't I? Dave Adams won it. Actually, we can double check here. Eddie Riley, yeah, he was in it, wasn't he? Okay, right. Dave Adams then can pose afterwards. He's not great, sort of overness wise, but I suppose we've got to do it, haven't we? Post. Dave Adams poses with the IC belt. Just have that for a minute. Okay, then we'll have Chick Cullen and Johnny Angel. Chick Cullen, Johnny Angel. They're going to be interviewed by Paula. I forgot we had our new. Yes, of course. Would she interview though? Because I've put it down as a TV executive. Yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter, I suppose. Paula interviews. I mean, TV exec. Maybe she's throwing their weight. She's throwing her weight around a little bit. I'm going to do this. I'm in charge here. I know you think you're in charge, but I'm in charge of the TV. You know, you do as I say, or we pull you, sort of thing. So she's pulling rank in a way. So she interviews Cullen and Johnny Angel pre heavyweight title match. I'm still gonna call it the British heavyweight title match. Okay. Let's give it 5, and we'll see where we are. So yeah, we've got 2 minutes because we kind of went over with the matches. And I think we'll just have Chick Cullen. Maybe a post match interview. Cullen promo. That'll do. Yeah, Cullen Let's actually put chick colour and makes it rounds it off a bit. Sounds better. Right, so let's see how we get on with this then, guys. 55 rating for Freddie Barker's opening, a 54 for Dave Bond and Keith Meyer, and that was only 7 minutes 22 seconds, so I'm quite happy with that. Of course, we've got commentators and stuff now. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. 27 for the promos. I wasn't expecting much. The match got a 48 though, so that is pleasing. Gimmick changes. So we had some debutantes. Andy Blair got poor. Steve Morocco got awful. Okay. But 48 though, and we have crowned our inter-county champion. Adrian Finch was the final elimination, and he also got the most eliminations. And Dave Adams post-match celebration with the belt. Ian McGregor and Robbie Brookside, 64 rated. Happy with that. Richie Brookside, his gimmick is great as well. So that is definitely a plus. And then a 50 rating for the Chick Cullen and Johnny Angel being interviewed by Paula. There's another gimmick change, of course. Adequate for Johnny Angel. Now, this match, I don't know what we're going to get. 55, yeah. I mean, it's good for what we've been getting. You know, Johnny Angel, I'm sure he's popular. You know, he's not going to be very high up the card. They had great chemistry, which helped. So that's good. I'm pleased with that. And then post-match, the post-match promo with Chick Cullen, it's a 55. So overall, 57. Very pleasing. Just over 1,000 people turned up. Show increased in increased popularity in 8 regions. That is absolutely brilliant. So where didn't we? Bearing in mind we're actually being broadcast in more than 8 regions. There's some areas that didn't increase. That's interesting because there's 5 regions in the UK, and there was definitely more than 5 in the US. Okay, well, we got 57. We'll look in a minute and we'll see what our pop is everywhere else. I'm just going to have a look at this email before I skip 2 days. In fact, it's probably the viewerships. So yeah, 0.03, 25,000. So the last month, which was UK only, we got about 15,000. So say we're getting roughly 10,000 extra for the US. Richie Brooks booking complaint. Yeah, maybe I could do a little bit more with him. The trouble is, he can't go for very long. But maybe we'll look at it. Let's skip ahead a couple of days in and have a look at our finances and everything. Right, so another email, Monday, week 1 June, Jamaica George injured. Okay. So we lost 1,870. I mean, we we brought a company, and we used a lot of people on that show. To only lose that, bear in mind we brought a company as well. Wow, that's actually decent, isn't it? We're going to see how that all panned out. So ticket sales was 14,000. Sponsors was whacked right up. That's why we're probably getting a lot more now because our pop in America. That's fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, wow, that's unbelievable. Because I mean, we spent miscellaneous 32,000. That was for buying. The investment. That's for buying out the AWF. So that's just next month. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. Well, that's good. That is really good. So I want to look at our size. Where didn't we? Let's look at just. So our pop went up in southern England. So where didn't it go up? If it only increased in 8 regions, we're being broadcast in all of these regions, and getting a rating of 57 surely would have increased the pop in all of these. I'm confused. I thought I knew this game pretty well, but I'm confused now. We only gained pop in 8 regions. I'd love to know which regions we didn't then. That's weird. I don't know what to say. We're a bit lost for words. I'm hoping maybe it was a bug or something and we did actually gain pop everywhere else. So yeah, I'm going to call that a day then. It's I don't know how long this episode's going to come out at, but I've enjoyed it. We've done some really good business in this episode and I'm so pleased. It all happened quite quick. I mean, I'm even tempted now to look at some of the other areas. Is there any companies in Japan that are going under? Maybe think about Canada. I mean, we're not going to get TV deals in those areas, but it's probably not worth it actually if we're not going to. Yeah, it's probably not worth it until we're actually going to get some sort of means of gaining pop. So I won't. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I didn't actually expect this to be a full episode in one recording, in one sitting. I was going to just do that bit with the looking at companies, and then of course we ended up buying one, and then we got a TV deal, so it just turned into a whole one recording session. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and you're enjoying this stuff. Things are going to start to get better soon. I know I've been saying that now for a few episodes, but now that we are on the verge, well, I say on the verge, we're not far away from getting a weekly TV show. That's when things like storylines will kick off. So I'll see you all again soon. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.